How's it going, everyone? It's Harvey from Mother Sponge 5000, and this is my first real live stream. I did one 4 years back, but now I have 1,000 subscribers. I'm much bigger than I was when I did that live stream. So I'm gonna do a little Q&A because I know that some of you guys probably know who I am. I've been doing these videos for a long time, so you guys could literally ask me anything you want, pretty much, and I'll answer it. It doesn't need to be weather related; like it could be anything. Oh wow, we got 4 viewers. Thank you all, guys. Thank you all, you guys, for watching. How's it going, SPC Canton? How's it going, Weather Express? How's it going, Rival for Forces? Thank you all for watching. You could ask me anything if you want. Um, okay, winter forecast for Saco, Maine. I don't know if it's pronounced Seiko or Saco. I apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but wait, let me just see where Seiko is on the map to see to give you the best forecast. Okay, so it's right along the coast. It seems like looking at Google Maps right now. So yeah, just south of Portland. Um, Let me see the average snowfall it typically gets per year. My guess would be probably around like 50. 60 inches per year. So in okay, it rhymes with taco. Okay, Saco Maine. So for Saco, Maine, the average snowfall you typically receive like in one year is around 60 inches, 60 to 61 inches. I'm gonna say it'll snow this year probably right around 73 inches. That's my prediction. It's a little bit above average, but that's because we're going to be in a La Nina, and that typically brings a lot cooler than average conditions to the northern United States. And during La Nina, a jet stream dips very far southward, and we see a lot of troughs move through the Saco Maine region during that time. And also, we have warmer than average sea surface temperature, so that will increase the instability. That will create a lot more snowfall right around Maine. So I'd say around 73 inches is my forecast for Saco, Maine. Um, what do I like to do? So there are a bunch of things I like to do. For one thing, of course, I love the weather. I've been watching the weather since I've been paying attention to weather since 2009, and that was back when I was in second grade. So it's been quite a long time I've been paying attention to weather. I remember a lot of mornings I just wake up, watch the Weather Channel at 4 a.m. in the morning to see how the storms are doing and all that. And yeah, it was. I just, of course, I love the weather, but what else I like to do? I like to play basketball. I actually watch NBA a lot. I don't play as much anymore because I'm more busy nowadays with school and work and all that. But I do love basketball. I play basketball. I'm pretty good at it, and I'm around like 6'1", 6'2", so I'm pretty tall, dude. So basketball is the right sport for me. What else is that I love video games. Preferably, like I'm a big Nintendo fan, so I play a lot of like Nintendo Switch and stuff like that. I play Mario, Zelda, Smash Bros. And if you guys like, I'd be down to play any of you guys online in one of those games. If you guys like, but I play all types of video games pretty much. But preferably, I'm a Nintendo fan. So yeah, video games, basketball, weather. Those are pretty much the three main things I like for the most part. Um, Let me answer some other questions. Which region do you hate the most? Southeast, Midwest, Northeast, or Southwest? I don't really hate any region. Like I like every region of the U.S. pretty much. So I don't really hate any specific region. But I do like have a favorite, and my favorite region would be, I'd say, Southwest United States, which includes Southern California. I went there for the first time this year, and I just fell in love with Los Angeles and stuff. It's very beautiful there. The weather is beautiful, and there's just so much variety in like California. Like only an hour and 30 away from LA. There's a lot. You could go skiing in the higher elevations, right around the San Gabriel Mountains, and then only like 2 hours away from Los Angeles, you're at the desert. So I'd say my favorite place in the U.S. is Southwest United States, but Northeast, where I live, comes at close second because, of course, you have a lot of cities such as Boston, New York City, um, and all that pretty much. Um, Let me see. Still waiting for our first fall freeze. Still, yeah, me too. To be honest, like I'm ready for the winter. I love the summer. I prefer the warm over the cold, but I like that variety as well. I love the mixture of both like summer and winter. So I'm ready for the winter for the most part. What's my favorite NBA team? My favorite NBA team is the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm from New Jersey. I was a big Dirk Nowitzki fan, but now he's retired. So my favorite player right now is Luka Doncic, really good player. So yeah, Dallas Mavericks are my favorite team, and um, yeah, you guys are free to ask anything else if you like. I can give a little bit more about myself. Um, Let me think what else I could talk about. So, in terms of this, the Brooklyn Nets. Oh yeah, Brooklyn Nets are my second favorite team. Also, of course, I'm from like northern New Jersey. I live close to the New York City area. I live pretty much in the New York City metropolitan area. So, I'm pretty much very close to New York. So both the New York teams, the Knicks and the Nets, I'm big fans of. Um, and Nets were, of course, in New Jersey before. So, of course, I'd still root for them, even though they did leave New Jersey. Oh yeah, definitely. Weather Express. Jersey is such a hot spot for weather because the weather is so extreme in New Jersey because when you look at it during the summer, New Jersey deals with a decent amount of severe storms. Also, there's a lot of hurt. Also, it could deal with hurricanes. It's a little bit more rare than the southeast, but it deals with hurricanes. And then, of course, during the winter, there's just these powerful nor'easters. They could get very windy, like very snowy during the winter. New Jersey is quite an extreme state for weather. But if I were to pick a state that's even more extreme, I'd say Texas personally, because Texas, during the summer, they deal with like extreme hurricanes. They deal with much more nasty tornadoes, heavy rain threats, of course. We obviously saw with Hurricane Harvey, Houston. We saw a lot of heavy rain. And also even during the winter, Texas could experience a powerful snowstorm, such as last February, where of course that ice storm just devastated Texas completely. So yeah, New Jersey's an extreme weather spot, but I'd say what's a state even more extreme is Texas. Personally speaking, what is your what was your reaction when Nets got James Harden? To be honest, like at the time I was a little mixed because when before the Nets got James Harden, I thought that the Nets were just fine with or without James Harden. Like even before when James Harden went to the Nets, they were still like a really solid and good team with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But so when they got Harden, like I thought it was pretty cool to have like three superstars, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, be on the same team. Um, but at the same time, like I was pretty much okay with just those three. I was pretty much okay with just Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving being on the same team because I thought they were just as good with or without Harden. But of course, they're better with Harden now that they got him. Now I see that. But before, I was a little mixed on James Harden going to the Nets. New Jersey had to deal with power outages. Don't know how long, because Simpsons. Um, Northeast got so much rain, like in August or September. Oh yeah, during Tropical Storm Ida, which well, it at the time it reached New Jersey, it was a tropical depression, but when it came like right around September 1st, 2020, it was the worst flooding I've ever seen in my life. Period. When the remnants of Ida came, because we saw reports of 5 inches in 1 hour, and in New Jersey, and it was just completely devastating. And unfortunately, around 30 people died in New Jersey alone because of the remnants of Tropical Storm Ida. The flooding was just so bad, and it was one of the most deadly natural disasters in New Jersey history. It was up there with Hurricane Sandy in terms of the death toll, where during Hurricane Sandy, the death toll went all the way up to was right around 40. For Ida, it was at 30, so it wasn't too far from reaching Hurricane Sandy's death toll. But the flooding from Ida was just so bad, and I saw my town flood, and it was the first time in my almost 2 decades of living in this town that I've seen flooding in my town, which was just insane for me. I have a video on it. You guys could check it out in my through my channel. Like go back to September 1st, and I have a video on the flooding in my town. It was quite insane. I just wish it was during the day, because so you guys get a better picture of how bad the flooding was. But it was really bad. And really devastating. Let me see. I recall Winter Storm Gale last year dropped four. Oh yeah, Winter Storm Gale. Heaviest totals feel very far from where they were for. Oh yeah, they were definitely like way further than forecast, because the heaviest snow impacted more the interior northeast regions, while during Winter Storm Gale it was more. The forecast was that the heaviest snow would be right along just northeast of the I-95 corridor, or right around the Interstate 95 corridor, like right around the big cities like New York City, Philadelphia, and Boston. But it seems like the computer models were a little bit off, and we saw the snow shift well further northwestward, where the interior northeast just got pounded by snow. My area still got a decent amount of snow, right around 8 inches, but the forecast in my area, I'm pretty sure was right around 12 to 18 inches. So we fell short of the initial forecast, but for the areas further northwestward, it well exceeded it. Oh yeah, Texas was also going crazy with the Amber Alerts. Yeah, just a crazy state overall. Just a lot of stuff happening there. Oh, nice. You're vacationing in Florida. Nice. I wish, to be honest. I miss the tropical environment and stuff. Now, since it's of course going to get colder. Let me think what else I could talk about with you guys. So, guys, what's your favorite type of weather? I'm curious to know. My favorite type is the usual, just very sunny weather and very warm. How about for you guys? I'm liking, and by the way, I'm liking the engagement on this stream. To be honest, now like it's motivating me to do more. Like I'm happy with just 4 viewers overall. It's more than enough, to be honest. Winter weather. Oh, okay. I do like my fair share of winter weather as well. Just watching the snowfall is quite beautiful. Normally sunny skies. Yeah, same with me pretty much. But also like extreme weather to me is entertaining. Although like it is quite devastating. But like But experiencing hurricane force winds, it's quite an experience to be honest. But it's an experience that I hope no one ever experiences. Um, but when you do experience it, it's quite an amazing experience to be honest. But first and foremost, I like sunny weather for the most part. Yeah, powdery snow is much better. That like wet, slushy type of snow is just a pain to remove and to shovel out. It's just too much, and it's a lot heavier because there's a lot more moisture content within each snowflake. Hey guys, by the way, again, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. And and I'm happy for it, and I'm happy to have this engagement in my videos, this much engagement in my videos. So once again, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Nice SBC Canton. Just keep going, just keep striving. Like it's a long road. For me to get to 1,000 subscribers was an already long road because think about this. Like I started YouTube right around January of 2012, and it's just now I'm reaching 1,000 subscribers. But of course, like but I pretty much exponentially grown from this year alone because December of 2020, which was only around 10 months ago, I was at 250 subscribers. Now I'm at 1,000. So this year, like I uploaded a lot more, like, and I exponentially grown as a result of that. So of course, I wasn't like trying all those 8 years. I had my breaks, a lot of breaks, I should say, between those 8 years. But it really took around around 8 to 9 years to really focus myself and make videos consistently to get to 1,000 subscribers. So really, when I started trying was right around December 2020, and it took me around 10 months to reach 1,000 subscribers. Uploading almost every day. So it's quite a lot of work to be honest, just to get to 1,000 subscribers. So you just gotta keep striving and keep going for the you just got to keep going, even when it seems like you're barely growing. You just got to stay persistent, and eventually you'll get there. So, guys, I'd like to hear what's your favorite region in the United States. Do you prefer the Northeast, the Southeast, the Midwest, the Northwest, or the Southwest? Or who knows, maybe even we'll include Alaska and Hawaii as well if you want to include that. But what's your favorite region in the United States to you guys personally? For me, it's the Southwest because I just love the LA area. I love Southern California overall. But how about for you guys? I like the North here. I like it here in the Northeast as well. Forecast wise, Northeast. I like to be in the Southeast. Okay. Only places I've been to in the Southeast were South Carolina, which yeah, it's considered the Southeast, South Carolina, as well as like Florida. I've been to several areas in Florida. I've been right around the West Palm Beach area. I've been to I've been to Miami, Florida, once. I've been to Fort Lauderdale, and I just recently just came to Orlando. And I personally like love Florida. Very just a nice vacation spot overall. I love Florida, but I haven't been to states such as like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. So I need to visit those states to really get a good feel of how the Southeast is really. I haven't been to any place in the Midwest either. That's something I plan to visit. Like I'm planning to visit Chicago eventually. I'm planning to visit Denver, and of course I'm trying to like visit Texas as well, just to see how it's like. I heard a lot of good things about Chicago and Denver and Texas, so that's definitely something I'm paying attention to. Here we go in a second, guys. Oh yes, I'm pursuing a career in meteorology. Right now, I'm going to college, and I'm attaining my environmental science degree in university right now. So, and I'm a junior, by the way. Um, so yeah, I'm only around 2 years from graduating, and I'm attaining my bachelor's degree in environmental science soon. And by the way, for those wondering about my age, I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21 fairly soon. So yeah, I'm getting up there in age. I'm over 20 at this point, and I'm a junior in college. Never, never watched Angry Grandma. 300K subscribers. I thank you guys for watching the stream. I like talking with you guys. It's enjoyable. Hopefully, we got more viewers here. I'm hoping we get around seven, realistically speaking. Of course, preferably I like something over like 10 people. Because I just like I enjoy having convo with all you guys. Let me think of something else to talk about because I've been just sitting here quiet this whole time. Um, so, do any of you guys play video games? I'm curious to know. Oh, Among Us. Oh, okay. Among Us. For some reason, I never really got into Among Us. Like I tried it a couple times, but I guess it's just like not my cup of tea. But I know for a lot of people, it's still like it's still big and a lot of people love Among Us. So it's an alright game. Like I can see why people like it multiplayer wise, but for me personally, like it's personally not my cup of tea. I just need like something with more gameplay, I'd say. So in terms of anything else about myself, in terms of what I like to do, hmm, let me think. Yeah, I obviously enjoy the weather. I like basketball. I like video games. What else? I I honestly don't know what else like I enjoy to do. To be honest, those are pretty much my main three things. Oh yeah, I like to travel a lot. Like I've traveled to a lot of places. Like especially in 2021, I just traveled just almost everywhere to be honest. Because um, in February, I went to Dominican Republic, which if you don't know where that is, it's in the Caribbean. Very nice. It's a very nice island. Very nice vacation spot. Um, and then in April, I went to LA for the first time. I fell in love with it. I love Los Angeles. Then in June, I went to Florida, Orlando, Florida. And then I also enjoyed Orlando, Florida. And then in July, again, I went to Dominican Republic this time for a longer period of time for like 2 weeks. That's where my family is from, by the way. I'm pretty much 100% Dominican, so yeah, like um, so I stayed there for quite a while. I also went to LA again in August, which I enjoyed even more because the weather was better in August. Um, Minecraft and Roblox. I used to really like Minecraft when I was younger, but I just fell off from it. To be honest, I guess because not nowadays, like I don't really have like that much time, or I don't really have that much patience to like build stuff and all that. So I kind of lost interest in Minecraft. Roblox, I never really played, and Sonic GTA. I'm unfamiliar with what that is. Of course, I know what Sonic and GTA is, but I don't know which game you're referring to. Like when you're saying like Sonic GTA. Oh wait, I don't think you're referring to a game. Actually, you're probably just like saying both games you like. Okay, so Sonic, I used to really like grow up with Sonic when I was younger. But nowadays, like the games are just not as good as like the older games in the franchise. So I kind of like I kind of strayed away from Sonic over the past several years, but I still enjoy the older Sonic games like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure One. I mean Sonic Adventure Two. I played them both on the GameCube, and I enjoyed the classic Sonic games as well, like Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 that were all on the Sega Genesis, so I enjoy those as well. And in terms of Grand Theft Auto, I do enjoy Grand Theft Auto, to be honest. Just to like run around pretty much. I don't really complete the story mode and stuff, but yeah, I do enjoy like GTA. Um, wow, we've been live for 30 minutes. Impressive. And guys, if you're just joining, feel free to ask me any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer it for my 1,000 subscriber live stream. Maybe I'll do another live stream like this in the future. I really enjoyed this one, to be honest. Even though like we didn't have like that many people, I still like enjoyed it, and I just love talking with you guys, to be honest. Um, oh yeah, GTA Online is fun. I enjoy playing with a lot other people a lot. I enjoy like multiplayer experiences overall. I think they maximize like the game overall. What else about myself? I honestly don't know what else to say like about myself. Um, what do you think the winter will be like in northern New Jersey? So that's exactly where I live. So it'll be easier to predict for me now since I know like the area pretty much. So for northern New Jersey, I expect it to be a little bit the winter to for us to receive a little bit more snow than average and to be colder than average for the most part. And the reason why is because we're gonna experience La Nina type conditions, and that typically brings like more jet stream dips into the United States. So it typically brings colder than average conditions throughout the United States for the most part, and including the Northeast and New Jersey. Also, when there's more jet stream dips as a result of a La Nina, that typically brings more troughs and low pressure systems straight towards the northeast, and that could lead to more nor'easters and more snow overall throughout the northeast. And we see, and also the sea surf temperatures just off Jersey coast. They're a lot warmer than average, so it'll enhance the instability in that region, and that could create more convection just off the New Jersey coast for nor'easters to occur, and nor'easters tend to bring just heavy snowfall throughout New Jersey. So I expect the winter in northern New Jersey to be more active than usual. Which severe weather do I hate the most? Which one? Let me think. I guess like the severe weather I hate the most. Um, it it depends because are you like specifically talking about like severe weather when it comes to like thunderstorm activity and tornado activity, or are you talking about like extreme weather in general, such as like thunderstorms, hurricanes, snowstorms, etc.? But if you're talking about like severe weather alone, which only like includes like thunderstorm activity, I guess the severe weather aspect I hate the most is I guess the lightning because with lightning sometimes it's just so loud and you don't want to hear that sometimes, and I guess it does get annoying just hearing and like seeing lightning outside. I just because of the sound it makes pretty much. But if you're talking about like extreme weather as a whole, I guess the extreme weather that I dislike the most. For me personally, like it's very hard to choose because they're all like bad generally speaking, but how old am I? I am 20 years old and I'm about to turn 21 very soon, within around 2 to 3 weeks. So um, I'm I'm right there to turning 21. Um, but severe weather I hate the most. Extreme weather I hate the most. I guess it would be um, cold temperatures overall. Is anyone watching right now? Because um, I see like people replying, even though like my view count like says it's zero right now, but for the most part, it was right around like 4 to 5 viewers. So, is anyone watching right now? I just wanna know if YouTube. Okay, now we got one more viewer. Okay, now two viewers. Um, Big Shoddy Mama, I do plan on getting a job in weather. Right now, I'm going for my environmental science degree, and I'm in college right now. I'm a junior in college, attaining my environmental science degree. So I'm hoping that once I attain my degree, I could enter a field that's related within meteorology. So I want to do this more as a hobby. I want to do this as a job in the future, and hopefully, like I could get up to that level of success. As my goal is pretty much to be like a weatherman. I've aspired to be a weatherman pretty much since like the age of 9. I started paying attention to weather in 2009, so for around 12 to almost 13 years, because I started right around early 2009. I've been paying attention to the weather. I remember like very early in the morning when I was only like 9 or 10. Like I'd wake up sometimes like 4 a.m. in the morning just to watch the Weather Channel, as I was like super obsessed with the weather, and I still am 12 years later. So yeah, I do plan to make this a job. I do plan to eventually get a job in the weather field, eventually in the meteorology field. My main goal would be the Weather Channel because I've been watching the Weather Channel for years now, and it's always been my dream to work for the Weather Channel. So hopefully I'll get there. To what classes should a high schooler take to get a job in the weather, in your opinion? So in high school, like it isn't really a requirement to take like a specific class like in high school to get a meteorology degree. But the classes I recommend would primarily be like science related. I'd say like stuff like physics. Also, mathematics is very useful when it comes to meteorology. That's also yeah, chemistry. I know, like some of you guys might not like chemistry, very difficult subject, but anything within the science field and math, it would also be like very helpful for the most part. Oh, that's awesome. Big shouting mama. Keep going. Just strive for the best, get good grades in school, and you'll get there. Also, find internships because what's almost as important as getting good grades is as well getting experience in the field. And by the way, Big Shotty Mama, how old are you, and what year of high school are you in, or what year are you in overall? I'm just curious to know. '16. Okay. Yeah, man. Keep just keep doing good in high school, and you'll get there. You'll get to a good college. Yeah, just do your best in school. Which shows do I like? To be honest, like I'm not like a huge TV or Netflix type of person. Like I know a lot of people who are, but I do like a couple shows. But primarily the shows that like I like and that I still enjoy today, like are SpongeBob and Drake and Josh. Like I don't watch that many like series, but the series that I have recently watched was Breaking Bad. Really good show. I recommend it, and yeah, those are the type of shows that I pretty much like. So, guys, if you're new here, just feel free to ask me anything. I love questions, to be honest. So let me actually talk about like the worst storms that I've ever experienced. The worst storm that I have ever experienced to this day is Hurricane Sandy, which almost happened like 9 years ago, which happened on October 29th, 2012. That is the worst storm I've ever experienced. The winds were just insane with that storm. Are we getting a lot of snow this year? I'm not sure where exactly you're from, couple of vlogs, but if I were to give like a general forecast for the United States, I'd say that if you live in the northern portion of the United States, you're more likely to get more snow than average this year as a result of a La Nina and colder than average conditions that a La Nina typically brings. And I do expect a negative Arctic oscillation to impact a lot of the northern United States. But for the southern United States, I expect it to remain drier than average because that's typically what happens during a La Nina. We see drier and warmer than average conditions in the southern United States. And it's especially going to be true for the southwestern United States because you guys are under just a very bad drought in the western portion of the United States. And with droughts are very difficult to go away completely. Um, yeah, I just say for the southern United States, it'll be drier than average. For the northern United States, it'll be snowier and colder than average. So, in terms of my five worst storms that I've ever experienced, for number one would of course be Hurricane Sandy. The winds were just insane in my town. Like I estimate the winds to be gusting right around 80 miles per hour, and I'm like well inland, probably like 40 miles away from the coast. So the fact that it was winds were able to gust over 40 miles per hour is just something insane and never seen before in a long time, really, for my area. Just see wind gusts that high. And the thing was that Hurricane Sandy was so large that those winds lasted for hours, and we had a lot of trees down. Of course, power outages were widespread across the state. There were gas shortages as a result of the power outages, and yeah, it was just really bad in New Jersey, as New Jersey and New York were the two worst states that got hit. We of course saw downtown New York City flood during Hurricane Sandy. It was just very bad overall. Hurricane Sandy. Um, Another storm that was really bad. Like I said, the remnants of Ida this year brought a ton of flooding in my area. It was just very bad. Killed 40 people. Unfortunately, my hearts go out to everyone impacted um, impacted by the flooding in New Jersey. Um, and yeah, that was also one of my worst storms I've ever experienced. Just the sheer amount of flooding, pretty much the entirety of northern New Jersey was flooded somehow. Was somehow flooded, at least in one area, and it was just so widespread, that flooding. Another pretty bad storm that I've experienced. I actually I drove to Connecticut, New London, Connecticut, when Tropical Storm Henri was making landfall in New England, and thankfully, Tropical Storm Henri weakened to a tropical storm before landfall, but that was quite an insane experience for me. The winds were quite strong. I have a video of it if you guys want to check it out in my channel. Tropical Storm Henri just brought very strong winds and heavy rain to Connecticut, and I was in the eye wall of it because Tropical Storm Henri made landfall right around western Rhode Island, and well, pretty much along the border of Rhode Island and Connecticut. And New London, Connecticut is literally right there by the border. So I was experiencing the eye wall of Tropical Storm Henri when it made landfall this year in New London, Connecticut. So that was quite an experience. Another very bad storm. Thankfully, it was weaker than expected because it seemed like the cold water of the Northeast weakened it before landfall, which was definitely good news. But that was a very bad storm, nonetheless. Um, Also, Tropical Storm Isaias, which impacted the Northeast and the East Coast last year, made landfall in North Carolina as an 85 mile per hour hurricane, but it did weaken to a tropical storm by the time it reached my area in New Jersey. But it was a strong tropical storm. It was literally right there to hurricane status at 75 miles per hour. And well, it was at 70 miles per hour, which isn't far from 75 miles per hour, which would have made it be considered a hurricane headed into the Northeast. And it just brought very strong winds, a lot of power outages in New Jersey. And we even saw some tornadoes in New Jersey as a result of Tropical Storm Isaias. I was in Seaside Heights, New Jersey when it happened. I also have a video of that down below in my channel if you want to check that out. Very bad storm as well. Been on for almost 50 minutes now. I'd say I'll give it 10 more minutes before I gotta go. I have a lot of homework to do. College is just very difficult for the most part, especially when you're taking science courses, which I'm taking to fulfill my requirements for an environmental science degree. So right now I have a lot of work to do. And of course, I eventually gotta go to sleep. once I'm finished with my homework. So I'll give it around 10 more minutes to answer your guys' questions and everything. So, actually, let me give a quick forecast on the hurricane season. So, it's quiet right now, and we're approaching late October. So, thankfully, like we're almost done with the heart of the hurricane season. Pretty much in November, it's very rare for a very strong or powerful hurricane to hit the United States. It, of course, has happened before, but the chance becomes very, very slim by the time we reach November. So, the hurricane season is almost ending, and in terms of my forecast for the rest of the hurricane season, I do still it definitely isn't completely over. This the sea surface temperatures right now throughout the Atlantic are just way too warm for no tropical cyclone to really form. And also, we're still approaching a La Nina phase later during the fall and winter months. So there's still that possibility that the wind shear will be light for more tropical cyclone development to occur. So I'd still do expect for us to get maybe a couple more storms, maybe like two or three more storms before the hurricane season is all said and done, which would make it just another very active year. Of course, it won't beat last year's because last year's was a huge anomaly. We had 30 named storms alone last year, which was a record. Before the record was the 2005 hurricane season where we experienced 28 named storms, but for 2020 we experienced 30 named storms, which is a record for this year. It seems like we're gonna fall short of 30 storms by a pretty large margin. I think we're right around we're right around 2000, not 2020. We're around 20 named storms in we're around 21 named storms in. I expect maybe two or three more storms before it's all said and done. We definitely so the good news is it won't be last year's, but we still could expect two or three more storms before it's all said and done. What state do I hate? I don't really hate any specific state. I love every state. I love all of you. Uh, yeah, I don't really hate. I personally don't really specifically hate like any state. Um, thank you, Costa. Thank you for subscribing so much. You're a part of that 1,000 subscriber. You're part of the 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, and tell thank you to Sebastian. Also. I'm thankful that Sebastian is showing me love and giving me the support to reach this level. Favorite color? My favorite color is blue personally because I just enjoy like a lot of things that are blue. Like the sky is blue. I think the sky is beautiful. I love the ocean. I go to the beach quite often. That's another fun fact about me. But yeah, I love the ocean. And I just like love the color blue. Like aesthetically, like it looks like a pleasing color, like an easy color to look at. Like it really like pops out to me. So I'd say my favorite color is blue overall. Oh yeah, and guys, another fun fact about me is that I love the beach. I go often, even during the winter time. Like I just love going to the beach, and the beach is just so like beautiful to me. I just love seeing the like complete ocean, and um, I just love like seeing the entire horizon of the ocean. It's just like a very beautiful like scenery for me, and it's just very calming for me, and everything like that. Favorite food? Let me think about this. Favorite food? My favorite food is sushi. I love sushi. To be honest, and my favorite specific sushi um, spicy salmon roll. Which SpongeBob character do I enjoy the most? It definitely like it definitely changed over the years because before I enjoyed SpongeBob and Patrick the most because I guess like their stupidity like is just entertaining to watch. But now I actually enjoy like Squidward the most, mainly because I like he's just like more his humor is like more relatable to me, I'd say, nowadays than like SpongeBob and Patrick are. So I'd say like Squidward, to be honest, is my favorite, which is crazy to say. But yeah, my favorite food is spicy salmon roll, sushi. Personally, I love sushi. It's also like quite healthy as well. All right, guys. So we've been live right around 58 minutes. I'm probably gonna go like really soon. Got like a lot of homework to do, and of course I got sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna end this stream like very soon. I'll give it one more minute. I thank you all for watching. This was like a fun stream for me. Love talking with you guys. I might do this more often because it's definitely like enjoyable to talk with you guys. Um, thank you all for um, thank you for watching. I'll give it one more minute just to make that hour mark, like I promised. I plan to upload every day, but sometimes, guys, like I might be too busy with school. Like sometimes exam weeks come up, and I need to like focus on that over like making a video. So I apologize if my videos don't come out as at a consistent rate like it used to, but I'll always do my best to upload almost every day, pretty much as long as I'm not like that busy. But thank you guys for supporting my channel. Thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. Um, and yeah, guys, I thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a good night. Sleep well. Um, and I'll see you guys next time in my next weather video. Thank you guys for watching.